Good morning. It's filming day. And I thought what I would do for this video, because it is a creator update, but it is a very real creator update. And I'm going to take you guys along this entire day. Typically, I film 3 to 4 videos in one session. 2 is my minimum, 4 would be ideal. And I do love to film in bulk. It doesn't always work that way, but obviously it's the most efficient way to film. So I literally just woke up. This is what I look like when I just roll out of bed. I was telling somebody the other day, I absolutely despise, I don't think that's too strong a word, when a YouTube creator is like, I just woke up, I'm freshly showered, and now I'm going to have you do my makeup routine with me. And I look at their face and I'm like, chick, there is no way that you don't have any makeup on. So I like to just let you guys know how real I'm willing to be with you. So I have my coffee. Good morning, Donald. The videos that I have set to film today, there are 2 for sure, and the third one we will see. One is how to take a day off, which I'm really excited about. A lot of you have reached out to me on Instagram and Twitter and said that you never take a day off. This is something I'm super passionate about, especially for working parents. And I know it seems impossible, but I'm going to film really practically how to make that happen for yourself each and every week. And then the other video I'm filming is Disney content, and it is because we finally got the points loaded for our Disney Vacation Club contract. So I'm going to film that one as well with kind of, a summary of our entire experience purchasing resale. I have a couple of other videos that may or may not happen today. I'm going to show you guys kind of how I plan out my content. Sometimes I will script a video beginning to end. More often than not, however, it's just bullet points and I speak from those bullet points. So I have a ton of notes for the videos I'm doing today, but I need to kind of work through some of the bullet points, especially for the day off one, because I want to bring in some quotes and some different kind of more authorities, people that I really followed when I was developing that kind of Sabbath plan, if you will. So then I'll take you through doing hair and makeup, how I choose what I'm going to wear, and then the actual setup for filming. So I hope it's going to be a lot of fun. It is a lot of work. It is a labor of love for me. I do actually make my living off of YouTube, and that is due in large part to the support I receive from my patrons. And I just want to say to my patrons, thank you. I love you guys. You know I could not do what I do without your support. So let's get a little more coffee in us and let's get this day started. Okay, so makeup is done, hair is still not quite dry. I pretty much have mapped out what I want to talk about with these 2 videos. So, the good thing about filming a YouTube video and being able to edit everything is that I can really, if I stumble over my words or whatever, being able to edit is huge. Having said that, it's obviously way better if you can have it
almost right, because if you have too many mistakes, editing takes forever. So I always kind of use it as a goal to try to do it as much in one take as humanly possible. I promised you guys I'd share kind of what I wear and how I choose what I'm gonna wear. Also, there's like a mess going on back there. I don't know what that is. That's a good tip though, as long as I'm noticing that. Always be really objective about your backgrounds. Like check it on it from every angle. Sometimes I go to edit and I'll see like a mess or something dirty or distracting behind me that I didn't notice. So as much as you can notice that stuff before you start filming, the better off you're gonna be. But when I go to choose what I'm gonna wear, it kind of depends on the video. It depends on the vibe I'm going for. Like today I'm wearing, this is the gray sweatshirt that was in my Stitch Fix unboxing. I love the material. I love the way it reads on camera. The color is very, it's kind of a more neutral than normal. Normally I would like to wear something that's like a bright jewel tone, but the video I'm recording, since it's about Sabbath and taking a day off and slowing down, I wanted to go with a more relaxed vibe. But the fabric that you choose matters. The pattern does matter, but not as much as you might think. You can absolutely go with a bold stripe, a bold pattern. What you don't want to do is go with tiny stripes or a tiny pattern or anything that would be distracting from the message you're trying to get across. I really try to avoid too many like graphic tees and things like that. I like the focus to be on my message and not on what I'm wearing. So I do think it through, but I don't overthink it. So kind of the rule of thumb is you want your clothes to augment what you're saying. You don't want them to distract. So you want to look good without making it, you know, having the clothes be the star of the show. Unless of course you're a fashion vlogger, and then the clothes should be the star of the show. So I'm now going to set up kind of my shot. I'm going to film the day off video first, and then I'm going to film the Disney video. The Disney video will be a lot more high energy, and so it's probably best if I film that one second, and I can kind of use this day off video as my warm up. So I have my seltzer. I always make sure your vocal cords, make sure your vocal cords are hydrated. I, as someone who was a vocal performer for many years, whenever I watch someone's video, you can hear in their voice when their vocals are coming from a place of dehydration. So hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Seltzer's not actually the best option. Water is the best option, but I'm a little addicted to grapefruit polar seltzer. So, you know, we're just gonna go with that. And yeah, so it will take me about 20 minutes to set up to start filming, which is another reason why filming in bulk is such a fabulous idea, because then I'm only doing that once and I'm getting, you know, 3 or 4 videos filmed with one setup and, you know, one round of hair and makeup and all of that. So it's really a much more efficient use of my time. So I'm going to show you guys how I get it all set up. Let's go. I think we're good. You probably saw I was just really messing with the background quite a bit. When I'm doing a video that is Disney focused, obviously I am 100% okay with tons of Disney in the background. When I'm doing a video like this one that is not Disney, in fact, I probably need to, I don't think many will be in the shot. I try to remove some of the Disney stuff. I leave some of it because it is kind of a big part of my life and I have no problem with it being in the shot, but I don't like it to look overly Disneyed when I'm doing something for the lifestyle channel. So I'm going to go ahead and finish my hair. I need to put a little bit more product in it to kind of give it some definition with the curl, and then I'm going to get filming with this next video.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. All the good times just begun. We know what what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
Okay, so now I'm going to take a quick look at that and make sure that I was okay with it. It was just about 13 minutes long. This is one of those topics that I could have talked about for eons. So I was trying to keep it concise and precise. And so, yeah, I'm going to take a quick look at it through my camera. If I'm happy with it and I feel like it's good to go, then I'm going to go ahead and get ready to film the next video. Now, as you probably can tell, because I've done so much work ahead of time, it actually goes pretty fast once I sit down to actually do the filming part. But the filming part is like the final step. I think one mistake I see a lot of people make is they think that the filming is most of the work that you do with a YouTube video, and nothing could be further from the truth. The planning stages, the brainstorming, the researching. I mean, I literally only used one quote in that entire video, but I did so much research just reminding myself of things that I already knew and had already studied that just kind of informs the words that are coming out of my mouth. And that's how people trust you, because they realize that you really do know what you're talking about and you're not just, full of beans. So I'm going to double check that I like that footage. If I do like it, then I will go ahead and move forward with changing into my Disney outfit. I might don ears for this next video. I do need to make a few notes just to make sure I have my dates right. So a little bit more prep work to do for that, and on to the next video. Okay, so I've changed my clothes. I need to re-Disneyfy my background. So I'll do that with you guys while we talk about what just happened. So I've changed into my my more Disney. This looks a little silly, doesn't it? I'm not quite ready to put these guys out yet. Aren't they adorable? Those are for Halloween. So I'll stick them up here. They were showing in the other shop, but it's not quite time to pull out the Halloween stuff yet. I'll probably do it in a couple of weeks, but I put on my Disney Vacation Club Spirit jersey, and I can kind of bring the Disney back. Someone said in another video that Duffy needs an outfit. I don't disagree with that. We may need to figure out what Duffy can wear. But I haven't had Minnie in my background for a while, so let's bring Minnie out, and let's put her right there. Girlfriend needs good. Can you see her okay? Hang in there, girl. Okay, so we'll put Minnie Mouse there. I'll put Mickey. Where do I want to put Mickey this time? I'm going to put Sorcerer Mickey over here. Those of you that have ever wondered about my backdrop, this ear hat was my oldest son's, or I guess still technically is my oldest son's. He lets me borrow it. And then I always try to have my pride ears somewhere in the background because, you always want to make sure you're representing that well. So we'll put those right there for this video. And maybe we won't have, Dumbo can maybe not be in this one. Sorry, Dumbo, you can be in the next video. He's our elephant in the room. So, and I think we'll put Mickey right there. Does Mickey fit there, or is his hat too? Yeah, that will work. That looks okay. So I do have just a couple of dates to double check, and I want to set this shot up in such a way so you could see my Spirit jersey, because that's a big deal. And I think I will wear ears for this video because it is very much a celebration, and we always want to wear ears. Always have to double check. Hair and makeup is always a big deal. But yeah, the purple is some of my favorite, and I do think it kind of goes fun. I don't know. Looks kind of festive. So I'm going to put that away and put those over there, because doesn't everyone have a huge basket in their office filled with mouse ears? No, just me? All right, so now I have to go over a few more dates to make sure I'm giving good specific information. And when I'm done with that, I'm going to film this next video. So we're just going to keep moving along. Got to stay consistent. Keep going. Just keep swimming. So now, same deal. I will check that video, make sure I'm happy with it. Again, I had done all my research. This was really just a follow-up, so very easy for me to film. I now I'm not going to edit today, but what I will do is download everything into my computer and make sure it all looks good while I'm still in hair and makeup, because I cannot tell you how many times I have gotten completely done filming. I thought I checked it, but I didn't really look at the footage and make sure I was happy with it. And then to try to go back and recreate or have to film something the next day, I'm not a fan of that. So I'll spend the next few minutes doing that, making sure I'm happy with the footage, and then I'll come back here and we will wrap up. You know, and this is probably a good time to tell you guys, some of you probably have questions about the equipment that I use. I will put the, everything that I use is in my Amazon storefront, which you can find down in the description box of this video. But this is the Canon EOS M50. I've been vlogging using this camera. Well, actually, I shouldn't say vlogging, because usually still when I'm actually like vlogging in the parks, I'm using my Canon Mark G7X II. But the Canon EOS M50 is what I use here at home. The picture quality is fantastic. I absolutely love this camera. And then I have a Rode microphone on here. This one does have a battery that you have to manually turn on and off. I know their more recent version of this same microphone senses automatically when you're recording and it will turn off for you. That would be huge, because what ends up happening is I leave it on and I burn through batteries, and they're not cheap because they're the 9-volt batteries, but it just hooks into your hot shoe here. I think that's what that thing is called on the top. I have lots of other microphones that I will use from time to time, but this I have found is the most convenient setup. And then you saw this little piece is what goes in the bottom, and then this goes on the tripod. That tripod I use is such a workhorse. It can be, you know, as short as like this and also really tall, so I can even use it when I'm standing up. And, you know, it's funny, but even though I own a lot of equipment, you do find yourself, and I think most YouTubers would tell you this, you go back to the same thing time and time again once you find that combination that really, really works well for you. And this is the setup that just works the best for me. In fact, where is my lens cover? I need to make sure I pop that back on. So yeah, I pretty much leave this setup most of the time here in my office. And when people ask me, you know, what's this best setup for YouTube? The setup that you will use is the best setup. So you could have the most expensive equipment in the world, but if it's overly complicated and you don't use it, it's not going to do you any good. And this is just a really simple setup. I get good picture quality with the microphone. I get great sound quality, and yeah, I'm just really happy with it. So anyway, let's take a look at that footage. Okay, another little behind the scenes goodie for you guys. This entire time, he has been right there. You never would have even known, but he is always never too far from my side, and he's right there in his bed with his mommy. Okay, another thing I will put in my Amazon storefront that I don't think is in there right now is this little device that plugs into, if you have a MacBook Pro, a newer one, you do not have an SD card reader. And so you need one of these little adapters. And I love this because not only is it an adapter with the card reader built in, but it also has extra ports so that you can use things like USB microphones and things like that, because the MacBook Pro does not have any of those inputs. So yeah, this is what I always use, is the ScanDisk Ultra. I find it's better for me to have a larger card, even though they cost more money, because I'm terrible about deleting footage. And this way I just know that I'm not going to get shut down because my card is full, although that still sometimes happens. And I don't delete a lot of footage, especially my Disney parks footage. I actually still have all of that because I never know how I'm going to want to use it for a future video someday. And this is one of those things I would love to outsource. I would love for someone to go through all that footage and categorize it for me on an external hard drive, because right now it's just a hot mess. So let's say I'm doing a dining video like I did last week and I wanted to pull some footage from restaurants. It takes me forever to go through and find the footage that I need. But yeah, that's not going to happen anytime soon. So we just keep doing what we're doing. Hey guys, it's Jen. welcome back to Joyful Living. Today I'm going to talk about the power of truly taking a day off. Why? Okay, so the light's terrible right now. But what I'm doing right now is basically a rough edit. And this is the only part of the editing process that I will do today. This is just making sure that I'm happy with what I said, that there's nothing that I need to do a retake on, and I will get rid of anything like if I itched my nose or my hair was in my face or I coughed or the dog barked, those sorts of things. Without really putting too much intentionality into it. It's just quickly going through and getting rid of the really bad stuff. Then I will go through more with a fine-tooth comb, and I will add things like, if I decide I want to use an effect, maybe I want to speed my voice down or slow my voice down, speed my voice up, or slow my voice down. Maybe I want to zoom in or out on a particular clip for emphasis. Maybe, I want to add some titles. All of that will be more of the refined edit, and I may or may not do that today. It may be that I end up doing those things tomorrow. By the time I upload, this other video is still, it just went through. So I can go ahead and load that one and make sure that that one looks okay. I will have put approximately, I started this process around 7 o'clock or 8. I guess I really started working around 8:30 this morning, and it's now almost 1. And so, that's a good chunk for me. Later on in the day, I may decide I want to go back in and do some more editing, but I have some other work to do today in regards to my business. Some of you may not know that recording YouTube videos isn't the only part of my business. I also have a consulting and coaching business. I also have my website. So there's a lot of other things that I need to do in regards to my work. So I typically try to only spend 4 to 5 hours in the filming process in any given day. And then I just call it good enough. And tomorrow is another day. So ideally, I would like to get one of these 2 videos up tomorrow mid-morning. So if that can happen, that would be great. So if I have enough energy to edit, maybe I might even do that tonight, later on, then that would be great. But I really do feel like I got enough done for today. So now I'm going to show you, because I'm going to now look at that other video that should be right here. Where are you, other video? There it is. And I'm going to drag that into iMovie, and I'm just going to check this one out and make sure that I'm happy with what I recorded. Hey guys. Okay, so I really just wanted to make sure with this one, because I feel really confident in the content and that I said what I wanted to say, that the look was good, that the lighting was not distracting, and that my hair was okay. Yes, that is the thing. I have been known to re-record an entire video because I was not happy with my hair. So that just is what it is. So yeah, I think we're good. I feel like these are both, ready to be edited and spruced up. Hopefully by the time this video goes up, one, if not both of these videos will be published. So if you want to go and take a look at them, I will put them down in the description box for you so you can click on that. So please make sure, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, that you do so. It was super fun having you along for my filming day. If you guys are interested in another separate video specific to how I do my editing, please let me know. I'm always kind of hesitant to do that because the truth is it's a little boring just watching me edit, and it's very time consuming. But if you're interested in that video, please tell me, and I would be happy to get that out for you guys in next month's creator update. Have a great day. I hope whatever you're doing, you're finding joy, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.